Good morning, everybody. Oh, lovely hot day here. So off with Charlie down the beach before heading off after lunch to go up to Abingdon. And I have to say to myself, it's a complete irony that we've had the first decent summer's weekend, which is perfect when you live on the Isle of Wight and you can get out and jump in the sea, so on and so forth. And I'm going to a stinking hot airfield. Couldn't make it up really, could you? So yeah, it's part of me that thinks I'd like to be on the Isle of Wight spending my weekend with the family, but of course very much looking forward to the rally, don't get me wrong, but it's just typical irony. But that's the British weather for you. Good boy. Ready?
Yeah. So effectively, that is probably a bit over, just over 1.5. I've got 4.5 toes out.
With the heroes on service. Had a good day then, boys?
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, thanks so much again. You've done such a lovely job. It's been an absolute pleasure, I can't tell you. Really lovely. Yeah, great. So we'll just see where we finish up, but if it's not second, it's third, I reckon. We'll just have to see, won't we? All right, Emma? You had a good day then?
Very good.
Yeah?
I feel like being in Barbados without the rum, really.
Yeah, it kind of feels like that. Yeah, not many cane fields around here.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was good fun, wasn't it?
It was wonderful. It was great to get out in a car with another driver. Richard's done an amazing job all day.
I suppose you got to say that.
No, you have.
Well, you've been brilliant there, man. I'll be very pleased to use your services again. It's been absolutely lovely. Nice and chilled, no drama. Just having a good time.
Just having some fun on
Yeah,
the station.
it's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Great fun. It's just nice to get you a good run in the car now after
Yeah.
the last time.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Good, right, well, till next time then.
Oh yes, let's get cleaned up.
peel out of these sticky overalls and maybe pick up a pot. Cheers, man.
Hopefully.
Well done. Cheers.
You want a handshake and a photo? Okay, second overall, Richard Weaver and Emma Morrison.
Thank you.
Well done, and winning Abingdon Carnival 2023, the Ford Fiesta crew of Mark Kelly and Richard Scarborough.
Just a few thank yous. Firstly, thank you very much to Sutton and Chi Motor Club for putting on another fantastic event for us. Thank you to all of the marshals, volunteers, organising crew, again for giving up your time. Thank you to this one alongside me, Richard, for guiding us round today. But Richard and his company, Wither Miles, do an awful lot for motorsport in general. We've had a great day, and well done to Richard, Emma, Darryl and Steve for keeping us honest all day as well. The pace has been really hot. Thanks everybody for taking part, and we'll see you again.
You will hear a continuous sounding of the ship's alarm. Additionally, the master may make an announcement over this public address system. Remain calm and proceed to Assembly Point 1, located on B deck in the main passenger lounge area as directed by the crew. I say again, the crew will direct you to Assembly Point 1, located on B deck in the main passenger lounge area.
So Monday afternoon has arrived, and yesterday's rallying is something of a faded memory. But just up at my parents' house, because they live very close to me, so I'm in and out all the time. And I dropped in my second place prize because my dear wife has a policy that she doesn't like lots of trophies in the house, so she only lets me display the first overall, which I don't mind at all. So anyway, Mum was pleased as punch that I did well on the rally, so I said, well, you can have that. So I've given it to my parents, and they've got it in the house. But yeah, I'm just sort of reflecting on yesterday's rally, and had a really great time, really good fun. You know, second overall was really a great result, and you know, it wouldn't have been possible without the people that helped. And I know it always sounds really gooey and all the sort of, you know, thanks and that, but actually it is difficult going rallying, and people just do small acts of kindness. And I wouldn't have got there yesterday if it weren't for a few people. And I mean, in particular, George Archer, he's just always so supportive of me. He gives me hours and hours and hours of his time, and he just did so much work on the car to get it ready. You know, I dropped him in it right at last minute, and he never complains, and he always gets on with it, and he goes above and beyond and seems to do more than I actually you know, really sort of intended for him to do. And I can't thank him enough. And I mean, Dean and Tony Long, I mean, they came over and spent the whole day wrapping the core of that car, and tidying up a few other bits of the wrap and so on and so forth that were you know, not looking really all that great. I've got to thank Neil Buckley as well, because he came to my rescue with the spigot bolt, not the spigot bolt, the bottom spigot, which is an attachment that goes on the bottom of the hub, and he sorted that out because M Sport were out of stock, and got that down like pronto from Scotland. I mean, it's a fair way to come. Adam and Chris at Vision Designs also wrapped the bumper and the wing. Marcus at Discount Tyres, always so helpful. He changed a load of tyres over because I didn't have time to do them. And Denny, who works for me, very kindly, whilst I was away on the mainland doing other work, took them there so Marcus could sort them out and then pick them up for me in the afternoon. And then on Saturday morning, last thing, we realised that we just need to get the geometry right, because we couldn't get it right ourselves really. We didn't have a level enough floor because the car was out in the yard and we couldn't get it in the workshop. And so another George and Simon Chunk, as he's known, very kindly sorted out 4-wheel laser alignment on the car literally whilst I waited. And it was a dash back from there to load up and get to the rally. Literally just chucked it on the trailer and went straight down to the boat. And so Simon Major, obviously thank you very much for pulling out the rally, which allowed me to take the position, but more so for arranging service with Matt Faulkner, and also Matt from Humphreys Motorsport, and another lad called Dave, and somebody else. There's some other lads there as well. They all mucked in and got us through the event. It's absolutely fantastic. Questmead sent me down some brake pads pronto as well, because I needed them at short notice because we noticed they were a bit low, and we actually fitted them on the event, so that was really handy. They came next day. Sutton and Cheam, thanks very much for the event, and also to all the marshals. As always, you can't run the event without marshals, and to all the clubmen and everybody that make up the entire field, because it's very easy to start looking at sort of like, say the top 10 at the front. But you can run a rally without the top 10, but you can't run a rally without the other 80 or 90 competitors who make up the rest of the field. So they're the most important ones there, frankly. So, well done to everybody that completed the rally yesterday, and, all the class winners, etc. And of course, the other thing I should say is thanks ever so much to Emma Morrison for jumping in with me and co-driving me splendidly. That was a really nice encounter. We really got on well, and she was fantastic in the car, so I can't speak more highly of her. And also to Mark Kelly, obviously, for his outright win, fantastic, and to Darryl, who ran. We just got run so close. We basically finished up at exactly the same time. I think it was 57 minutes and 13 seconds after 60 odd miles of rallying. And he took time out of me in the last two stages so that we were on equal times. And the only reason I got placed in second position and he got placed in third was by virtue of the fact of count back on stage times. And the stage times on 1 and 2 were identical, so we were exactly the same time on stage 1 and 2. And then I went slightly quicker on stage 3, which is how I ended up in second. But really, there was nothing in it, and it was an amazing, amazingly tight. I couldn't really believe it. I've never done a rally as tight as that. So that pretty much just wraps it up. So not sure when I'm going to be out next, but had a really good time, and it was a very last minute thing which I said I wasn't going to do again, but I'm very pleased I did, and it was a fantastic experience. So till next time, and thanks to everybody who's subscribing and commenting. I had never intended for this channel to sort of gather the sort of pace that it has and the viewership, but it seems to be building nicely. So as long as people are enjoying the content, then I will continue to do it. So till next time, thanks so much for watching. Bye.